Today we have Chris Davis, local legend. Phenomenal story. One-way ticket from Mississippi to LA. Let's talk about it.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah.
Your story, but the thing is, I was in the same place you were exactly a year ago.
Yeah.
Exactly a year ago was
Yeah.
the first time that we actually sat down and we told our story.
Yeah.
Macrofit, Matt House, right?
Uh-huh.
And since then, it's just been full board, full steaming through it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until Jesus came in and he's like, yo, you gotta share your story to the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this started exactly about a year and 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sergio is the one that told me about art.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, I live in the area. And then first day I came, it was empty, by the way. So I walked in.
After hours, yeah.
After hours, I didn't see the thing. I didn't see the gym full.
Yeah.
I came in, I believe, on a Tuesday or Wednesday because we needed B-roll.
Yeah.
I said, okay, good. I walk in, and then I hear the music.
Yeah.
I really, as I'm parking, I thought there was a car passing by with sounds on. You know what I mean,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm like, oh, somebody's got the sounds on pretty cool. All right, that's some good bass.
Yeah.
I open the door.
Yeah.
Boom.
And it just.
So I'm like, now I know why they call it Madhouse.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
madhouse in here.
Yeah.
And so we started speaking more in depth, and one conversation led to another. Dropped the podcast.
Yeah.
That podcast, I started getting more people asking me questions about them.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to know more information about
Yeah.
them. And then we started getting into a friendship, meaning we started asking me questions. I came back, I say, hey, I think the people want to know more about it.
Yeah.
So we did, and we ended up doing it. No, we ended up doing we ended up doing it twice.
Yeah, because we didn't get to finish. There was so much, we had to do it in 2 parts. So the first time, we only got halfway, not even halfway. And it was already like an hour and 20 minutes long. And we're like,
Yeah.
yo, you know what? We're gonna have to come back.
So much more, yeah.
Yeah, there's so much more. The first one we did right here,
Correct?
and then the second one we did actually on the turf.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. And literally a year, I've been knowing Art,
Yeah.
Memo, and Will. And I mean, I say it's been a blessing since, man. We have so many stories. And that's how I got to meet you.
Yeah. That's how
So,
that
Chris, I
happened.
met you. I came in on I think it was a Saturday.
Yeah.
And as it is, it's always a madhouse.
Yeah. Always a man.
And
Particularly that specific
that day,
was,
it was like, okay, I can't work out. What the hell's going on? Then I realized you were in charge.
Yeah.
And let me tell you how I met Chris.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
so okay, wait.
This
I heard
is
about
the
this
real story.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to know the real story. So I
Real
want
story.
you jumped into it.
So I'm gonna tell you my version, and then we'll let Chris tell
Yeah,
his story,
yeah.
right? So I'm in the office Saturday afternoon, and then all of a sudden, I'm getting my phone blown up. Da-ding. My staff. Hey, we're having an event. No one told us anything. There's people just walking in the door nonstop.
Yeah.
There's like 50, 60 people in here, and they're saying they're here for the event,
Yeah.
for the meetup. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. So I pull in, and I'm seeing people that I've never seen before. Influencers, videographers, like
Yeah.
athletes. And I'm just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then they were all around one person.
Yeah.
So I had to go up and introduce myself. And
Yeah.
I'm like, hi, my name is Arturo, one of the owners. Like, what's going on here? And he's like, look, I just posted on Instagram, like, hey, I'm in LA. I'm gonna be at this gym, this time. Let's link up.
Yeah.
If you want to work out, shoot some content, meet me.
That's
The
how
power
it
of social
started.
media.
Yeah, that's how it started.
And it was so powerful. And the funny thing is, Chris was apologetic. He was telling me sorry, like, hey, I'm sorry if I'm causing any issues. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry because if we would have been a little bit more prepared on our end,
Yeah.
I would have had someone else in the front. We would have, accommodated. We could have, blown it up, made it
That's-
bigger.
that's
Service
how-
would have been different.
That's how
Yeah.
our friendship started. Because he told me, if you ever would like to do it again,
Yeah.
but more organized, let's do it. That's what created
So
it.
I have to ask this question. How did you hear about Madhouse then? Was it through social media? How did you link up with Madhouse?
So- social-
I never
yeah,
asked you
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Social media.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. It was through
Was it
other influencers that I follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what gravitated you to come to? Was it the artwork? Was it just I'm gonna just try?
I
Was
wanted
it the
to
name?
go work out at the red gym. The red gym with the Kobe in the back. That's what I was like, where's that gym that I
Kobe's
keep...
right there. Legends live forever.
I'm like, where's that gym I keep seeing these people go to with the red floor and the Kobe thing in the back? I want to go there. And so...
You were, sorry to interrupt you, but at this moment, where were you living at?
I was here in LA.
You were here in LA.
Yeah,
Okay, got it.
yeah.
Because you're from
Mississippi.
You're from Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
So you're watching stories.
Yeah.
And then that's-
All of these guys are way up in the millions of followers. So anytime I see that, I'm like, okay,
I gotta be there.
Yeah, where are they? And I have to be there. So I found out, like, okay, Madhouse is not that far. I hit up my homegirl, Sydney. I'm like, hey, let's go over there. Let's take, your people that you know, you tell your followers. Let me tell my followers.
Who is this again?
Sydney.
She is?
She's like been one of my best friends since I moved here.
Got it.
Yeah.
Sydney, shout out to you.
Yeah.
Sydney.
Thank you for coordinating this with Chris.
Without-
So we should
without-
have her here.
without-
Will she be here next time?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Without her help putting it together, it wouldn't happen. She helped. I brought the wood and she glued it all together. So we got all those people. I had the videographer, photo, all of that, and we all met up. We paid the day pass, and when he got here, I was ready to scram. I thought he was gonna kick us out.
Oh, we're in trouble.
Yeah. I'm like, my bad. I'll leave, and that's how it happened.
Yeah.
I was like, the worst, like, let's go, let's pay the day pass, let's film, let's get content, and the worst thing they can tell us to do is get out. We're not breaking the law. They just tell us to get out. But he said, hey, if you ever wanted, I guess the impact that he saw.
It was the impact. It was Chris himself. When I got to talk to him, very down to earth, genuine. I asked him what he was doing, and he's like, I'm just genuinely trying to put people together.
Yeah.
I'm literally just trying to allow other up-and-coming influencers, other brands, up-and-coming videographers that want to get work, put them in the same room and just see what happens.
Wow.
It's crazy. From that day and all of the events that we've ran here, so many people have became like they're real friends. I look at my stories, and these people didn't know each other until they met here, and now they're hanging out, birthday parties, clubbing, doing all this. And that was my goal, because I know when you create a space for people,
That's right.
it all full circles back to you some kind of way. You always been the back of whomever's mind when you lead them to an opportunity. Not looking for a favor, but this how this happened. We met through this thing. So, and especially since we're here in LA, any kind of brand deals or any kind of functions or whatever, they will always think in reverse, like, oh, let me slide that to him just because he did this for me.
Yeah.
The videographers, they've kept work since then. They're always getting booked from because these people we have people come from San Diego, Oxnard, like far.
One of his clients flew from Australia.
Yeah, one of my clients flew from Australia the last time.
Yes.
That's the guy that we met.
So
It was
sorry.
a lady. Her
Oh,
name
no,
lady,
no,
yeah.
there was another
client.
gentleman that came. No, that wasn't when you from Vegas. Some guy came after from the function.
But
So if someone came from
Australia. Yeah, she wanted to meet me. She's one of my personal training clients. She wanted to meet me and the team, and she just wanted to take a vacation. And I was like, hey, and she wanted to come to the States. I'm like, we're having an event, this and that. And I'm like, you should come. And then she was like, oh, I need a break. And she came for the event and met the team, met all of my peers, and it was people all the time. We had people fly from across the country to over here. They always come to these things, and it just keeps growing. It just keeps growing.
But it all started from that one conversation that we had, and I'll never forget. We were living by that squad rack, the third one.
Yeah, right over there. Yeah.
And
I was scared. I thought he was gonna kick me out.
see, but again, I simply asked them a question like, what's going on? What are you up to? The moment he told me that's when I'm like, you know what? Having the gym, and this is why we built it, to be able to combine to that.
Yeah.
Right? Not punish it.
Yeah.
So I told Chris, look, if you ever want to do something like this
Yeah.
again, let's talk.
That's what he
We'll-
that's what he
we'll-
told
we'll
me.
coordinate.
He gave me his number.
I gave him my number, like hit me, this is my personal line.
Yeah.
I'll deal with you personally, you'll talk to me personally. Let's put something together, we'll build something special. Like, I don't even know what this is yet, but
Yeah.
I have a good feeling about it.
How many events
Oh,
have transpired since?
Oh, more than 8 at least.
It's been-
since then. It's been a lot.
It's been 8, but he's been doing some of them like elsewhere as well.
But-
that we've hosted here, I believe
here.
it's 4.
Yeah.
I've been part of 2.
Yeah.
You sure 4? And not
We got it. We'll double check, but I know you had the Santa Monica, the beach one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I know the one, maybe more,
I know I've been part of 2 since.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, I walked in like,
because we're having them almost every 3 months, at least one. And we met. I looked it up. It was March 23rd when I gave you my number, 2023.
that's
Yeah.
In every 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
What we've been doing them.
Yeah.
So
People
minimum-
are DMing me right
Yeah.
when I was driving here. They was like, "Hey, when is the next one gonna be?" They already asked.
so the people know you're here today?
Oh,
You
yeah.
shared through social media already. They probably already seen you.
But so the thing is, it's and we had this conversation after we got each other's numbers. He reached out to me like, hey, like I'm gonna be in the area. You want to get a workout in? I'm like, absolutely. And that's the time that him and I really started bonding a little bit more. He told me about his story. Came from Mississippi to just make it. Left all his family back home. Like he's literally just trying to build something epic.
I'll say, I always say this to people, not trying, you're doing.
Oh
Doing-
yeah,
no,
yeah.
yeah.
I say that same thing too, because it's a big difference.
Huge.
It's a big.
Trying is, you're half in, you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You're doing, and it's all in the mindset, right? The way we speak
I quit my job. I booked a one-way. I got on the plane.
things. Okay, so I
that's
have to
doing
know
it.
this.
That's,
So
that's-
wait,
yeah.
you're from Mississippi,
Yeah.
born and raised?
Yeah.
Okay. At what age did you say I have to go to LA? Did you have that like growing up, or what triggered
No,
that?
man, I'm from a town that is as big as this town. I didn't know what California was until probably about 15 years old, maybe. This is not, no, you only know what you see.
Yeah.
I only knew my area. So when I found out at maybe 25, I had a cousin that lived here that was an actor. He was an actor. And my dad told me, hey, you should, link up, call your cousin. I didn't have his number, so I reached out to him on Facebook. And he
Okay.
was an actor, and he looked at my Facebook, and he was like, cousin, with what I see you're doing on Facebook, if you were to bring that here, you could really do something. And at the time, I was just a forklift driver. So I'm like, do what? Like, I'm just, do what? What is he talking about? And he was the one that gave me the opportunity to come live at his place while I was trying to figure it all out. I just said,
What's your cousin's name?
Demetrius.
Demetrius.
Yeah.
Got it.
I just told him, hey, give me a place, let me just crash, and yeah. But leading up to that point, when I was a forklift driver,
Yeah.
I would go to work every day. When I knew it was time for a change, I would go to work every day. And those same guys that I would watch in my stories, working out here, Goes Venice, everywhere else, I would go to the startup shift of work, get on my forklift, drive to the back of the warehouse, and watch them on YouTube and Instagram. Just watch them. And I'm like, these people are living a life that's like, it's like they're enjoying. I don't enjoy this forklift every day. That's not what I enjoy.
They're actually living.
Yeah, they're building companies, they're working out. And I was doing it in Mississippi. I was working out, trying to network and do all those things. But I truly believe in certain environments, you really have to go there to actually thrive and figure it out.
And to maximize your potential.
Yes, because within the space and the proximity that you have,
Correct.
you're gonna be like a big fish in a small
It's
pond.
like a lid.
Yeah.
The law of the lid. I'm not sure if you heard of that. The law of the lid. So whatever that lid is, that's as best as you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So you wanted to get to
Man.
California.
California.
He was a little fishbowl. He ain't going to the ocean.
Yeah, California. It did a lot. It shaped. It helped me a lot.
When you came out to LA, what was your first impression? I just grew up in LA, so I'm trying to get a perspective from someone coming here at the age. How old were you?
30.
What's the first thing that stood out to you? And I'm curious. I got to pick your brain on that.
In and out. Because I landed at LAX.
Okay.
But this is the funny part. When I first got here, my cousin, he lived in Burbank.
Okay.
So he picked me up from the airport. I get in the car. We on the 405. The traffic is not moving because I land like in the afternoon. Traffic is not moving. And
First time ever seen traffic like that?
first time I ever seen traffic like that. Yeah. He picked me up at around like 3 something.
Oh.
We didn't get to Burbank to maybe like 5 or 6. It was like somewhere between like 5:30ish.
That's a fast drive.
And
That's a fast drive.
look, when we got to Burbank, I'm used to seeing Snoop Dogg and 6'4s and palm trees. And we get to Burbank, I'm like,
This isn't it.
like where's California? Like this isn't what I seen on the internet. Yeah, I'm like, this is the same from back home. Yeah, it was just like, you know, houses, trees, regular. It was like regular trees, not palm trees.
Yeah.
I'm like, where? The only thing that kind of stood out was when I would wake up in the morning, and I've had the same routine since I can remember. Working out twice a day and getting up in the morning, take a walk, get some coffee, cardio. That's been the same thing for the last 15 years. But I got up and walked, and I see the mountains. So I knew I wasn't back home. I'm like,
He's not in Kansas anymore.
but I'm like, where is California? I didn't see the real deal until maybe like a month and a half later when I started to
Explore.
I didn't know anybody.
Where did you go to?
I Ubered no
shit.
car. Yeah, I didn't. Dude, my first time taking an Uber was here. We don't Uber back home. We just call a cousin.
somebody,
or
"Hey,
uncle."
cuz."
Yeah, we just call somebody. Hey, take me to the store or whatever. We don't Uber. Like, get in the car with a stranger? No.
Damn, I didn't even think about that.
That's all I want to ask.
That don't happen.
Tripping out. I had to ask you that question because I was raised here now.
Yeah.
Born in Mexico, but raised here.
Yeah.
So when you're giving me this information,
Uh-huh.
you got in an Uber. When did you realize, okay, this is LA? Where did you go to?
So, I strategized. I planned it
I
out.
want to hear this.
So what I did the night before, because it had already been a month, I didn't know anything but Burbank. And I'm like, this isn't it. I didn't come here for this.
Fuck that. I want tacos. Where the tacos? Yeah, that's why I want to get to that too.
First time experiencing real Mexican food.
I'm like, this is not it. So I stayed up and I started to look, how do I get to the beach?
First time at the beach.
Yeah, I'm like, how can I get to the beach area? So I took an Uber from Burbank to Sunset,
Okay.
and then from Sunset to Santa Monica. And I walked up and down the boardwalk. That was my first time seeing like California, because Burbank ain't California. Burbank is Omaha, Nebraska. Yeah,
Shit.
that's not it.
Nothing against Omaha.
Nothing against Omaha, but it's not Cali. And so I didn't know the differences in all of these things until, remember, I don't know anybody. I had 2 family members here. One, he went back home, and the other one, he's still here. No friends, I don't know nobody. My thing is, I work out.
Yeah.
Let me just go to different gyms, because when you work out and you go consistent enough and you see the same faces,
You create a relationship.
yeah, you'll speak. Somebody will say hello.
Yeah.
That's how it started. The gym did it. Just going to different gyms.
Okay. What gym did you first go to?
LA Fitness, because back home, I had an LA Fitness membership.
Oh shit.
So I Googled the nearest LA Fitness. And so I went to LA Fitness, like in Glendale. That's how I found out
That's still not in
That's still not LA though.
But Glendale, that's where I fell in love with just the whole, I'm like, this place is beautiful. It was more California because it was just beautiful. And when I went to Glendale, I started working out at Gold's Gym in Glendale.
Oh, shoot.
And I met my homie, he's still a friend now. His name is Vahe. He's Armenian. Very nice. We both had tattoos. I never had, like, we don't see this back home. We don't see guys that's like,
sleeked out.
Blasted.
yeah, we don't see that unless it's like black or maybe Hispanic or something, but like a guy that looks like him, tatted neck and all that, I'm like, what's going on? Why is this guy talking to me? He was like, man, you got nice art and this and that. He just started talking, communicating with me. And we started to become friends like that, and he showed me around Glendale.
Nice.
He started introducing me to like Armenians, and so I didn't have Mexican food first. I had Armenian food first. Yeah.
Now, Armenian, when you go to Armenian families, they can feast, they can eat.
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember the story you told
Oh.
me. Yeah, the whole buffet banquet just for you.
I'm like, how many people are coming over to the
Just you?
to the gathering? Like, just you two. My wife and I. I'm like, yeah, but there's like a big grill over there. They're like, yeah, it's for you guys. I can't eat that much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they can eat.
He was, I think he was like part owner or working at a restaurant on Brand Boulevard in Glendale. So I would Uber to Gold's, work out, and he would meet me there, and then we would go to the restaurant, and then I would get food there.
Oh shit.
So weeks in,
Justin.
yo, what's up, big bro? We live.
No, you're good.
Come on,
You're
Justin.
good. You're good.
So we would, after like weeks of doing this, I started to notice that I was kind of training him for, because he was like showing me around. After we would train, we would go get something to eat. He was like, it's on me. And I'm like, oh. So I'm like, and then when we would go like around people that he knew, and he would introduce me. He was like, hey, it's my trainer, Chris.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's how we built like our thing.
Nice. So, Glendale, Burbank, you go to Santa Monica.
I gotta ask him, when was your first time when you went to Venice Gold's Gym?
Oh man.
Because, mind you, he was watching them on YouTube while he was hiding in the back with the forklift, right?
Yeah.
So I can only imagine
when
the
I
first
went-
time he walked in, because it's gonna be a special experience.
Yeah.
So, going to Gold's Gym Venice for the first time, when you join a SoCal location, you get 15 free things to go to Venice. So I'm working out at Gold's Gym Glendale at the Galleria. Again, working out, and I meet a guy named Jamel. We were the only two black guys in the gym. So we made friends really quick. You're black, I'm black. Yeah, so we both started vibing. Working out. He was like, I haven't been to the Mecca. And he's from like Pasadena.
Got it.
He was like, I haven't been to the Mecca. I'm like, me either. I've been wanting to go.
Let's go.
What happened? We planned to go one day. I'm like, hey, can I roll with you? He was like, oh sure. Where do you live? And I told him I met him at the spot, and we go to the Mecca. Get there, open the doors, walk in. It's like, oh. So my whole movie is like, my whole life is like a movie script. Going into Goals, I walk in and meet Charles Glass.
Okay.
But with Charles Glass, one of the guys that trains like with him, Rodney, still a friend to this day, I became friends with Rodney, which was one of the trainers under Charles Glass. You know Charles Glass, he's like he's a part of Goals. Like he's a part of
History of the bodybuilder. Yeah.
me being associated with that group paved the way just for like all of the people like in Goals in the community it took me from like here to like quick, because I was seen with them, and I started working out with Rodney and all of that. But I hadn't said anything about money yet. I'm 3 months in, so all the savings I had, I ain't made no money, no job. I quit my job. I didn't save up because I saw this opportunity. It's like you do it now, or it's not coming. It's not gonna come again.
Action, baby, action.
Remember, I told you, you get 12 or 10 free passes to go to goals. Those had ran out.
Time to pay the membership.
Time to pay the membership. Membership was, at that time was like 70, 100. I don't remember. I go to check in, and they say, "Hey, Chris, you don't have any more guest passes. Would you like to hear?" But I'm like, "Oh, can we talk about it after I work out?" And I'm leaving, and the girl that stopped me, she had clocked out. She was off. But that day, I'm like, "What am I gonna do? I don't have the money for the membership." So the next couple times I went.
Tell me you were sneaking in, Chris.
This is the first time. I hope they don't cut my. We good now.
Full disclosure.
Full disclosure.
I don't advise anybody watching to do this, but
He jumped the back.
desperate times come desperate measures. What I would do, because I started to meet people, I knew I had to be at goals to help my career. I wasn't stealing from goals, but I was sneaking in. Let me tell you how. What I would do, I would walk in, purchase pre-workout, and like a Larry's cookie. Buy it, and when you purchase it, nobody's thinking about you scanning in. So I would, cause it was like how they got it now. It's blocked off. At first, you could go in and go around the counter and just go into the gym. So my route, I would go this way, get the energy drink, the C4. The cookie, pay for it.
That makes so much sense, because if you purchase something,
They
you're a
assume.
member already.
Yeah. I was just.
Plus, you're a familiar face. So.
Yeah. So the people that were up there, I became so cool with them. They weren't like, "Hey man, you didn't scan your thing." They didn't.
Plus, they will see you regularly.
Yeah. They see me all the time. All I would do is pay, fist bump, and go. I ran that for like so long, and that's where I met the first guy that I did photography with, Brian. I met Brian in the back, the green wall. He said I had a unique look. He wanted to shoot me. That was the first photographer person that I had. His photos and the work that I was doing, and we were posting them, it got to someone in the office of Goals. This is right before COVID. I got here June 2019.
Got it.
So my photos had got to somebody in the office. Goals shut down. I guess they were good. So they contacted me. They asked me could I do because everything was cool. They were doing a shoot for the new Gym 80 equipment that they were putting in Goals. From then to now, there's been no membership. Going from not being able to afford it to working as a partner with them. Yeah, it's this type of resilience, and I don't think nothing can't work. With my mind, I'm like, I'll figure it out.
How am I figure it out?
I'll figure it out.
I was just talking to someone. A gentleman named Jim Rohn says, when your why is so big, the how is irrelevant.
Yeah. I was, we went and filmed for the equipment. I made friends with the people, like the people in the office, all of that. From there, created the membership, the Come membership. And I've been doing work with them, for them, ever since. It's going on 6 years now. Yeah, and if I had of like, oh, I can't afford it, let me not go and just give up, then it never would have happened. I met so many people at Goals. I've been on ads like over in other countries that we shot, like so much stuff, because I just didn't want to.
Shout out to Larry's Cookies though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, remember, 3-4 months in, I didn't really have money to eat. Larry's Cookies kept me alive for a long time. In Burbank, it was a GNC, like in the little plaza.
Okay.
So I would go to the GNC, and they would have like items that weren't selling good, and they would mark them down. And I would go and I would purchase like the Larry's Cookies, and that's what I would have to eat for like that, that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that for a while. But I still got up every day, did my cardio, ate the Larry's Cookies, and I never had Denny's until California. Never had Denny's.
Damn.
We don't have a Denny's back home. So with Denny's, I would go and eat. That's when I started getting a few clients online with my online coaching. Just like 5. With the little money I had, I was able to go to Denny's.
You upgraded?
Yeah.
Upgrade.
I would go to Denny's, get some egg whites, some oatmeal, and on your receipt, they give you a coupon that you have to use it before like 3-4 p.m. It's like half off or something. So I was able to eat 2 times in a day. 2 times a day. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
During the pandemic, I got to ask, what did you do? I know you got that opportunity.
My mom called me like, when are you coming back? And I was like, coming back for what? What am I coming back to do? Like, I already know what's there.
Forklift.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this will blow over. Like, I'm gonna just hold on. I'm sure it'll blow over.
Your family's still in Mississippi?
Yeah. I've been frequently flying back and forth for 6 years.
And that's one thing that anytime I talk to Chris, like, hey, when are you gonna be in town? Because he hasn't mentioned, but he has a daughter.
Yeah, 2.
And 2 daughters, sorry.
You just mentioned that to me.
Yeah, and so he's doing his best to still be there. I remember when we talked about, last time we were at home, there's a lot of moments you've missed.
Yeah.
But when you're home, the moment she comes running home after school, those hugs she gives you, Daddy, and jumps in your arms. I remember you those are the things that you missed the most when we worked out, that you told me.
How old are they?
17 and 6.
Okay.
The big one just graduated, and the little one, she's going to 1st grade. So I just left from back home recently. But in 6 years, I've missed no birthdays, no plays. When the basketball season started for the oldest, I made sure I attended at least 5 to 7 games, always. And I would lose momentum leaving here and going there, but I didn't care. I just work harder when I get back.
There you go.
I just work harder. Every time I would go back, I would kind of like go down a little bit, because this is a hard place, man. I've seen so many people from other places come here and leave. They just, because it's hard. And it's like you have to be chosen to like make it and survive here.
That's right.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard.
But if you make it in LA, you can make it anywhere.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
As I know we're previously talking, like everybody has their own journey, and so I'm trying to get back to the point on where are you at now, currently? What are you working on?
Right now, I think about this like almost every other day. All of the goals, everything that happened back then, right now is the fruit from all of that. So now I have this garden of all these fruits.
Yeah.
And I'm going through and picking weeds out, cleaning up,
Reworking the soil.
Reworking the soil.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing now with everything, because like
That's very important you said that, because not a lot of people understand the process of the harvest.
Yeah.
Not everyone understands that process. And you just said something key that I talk a lot about in real estate.
Yeah.
Say that one more time, because I can guarantee you many do not understand what you just said. And what you just said is so powerful.
I can't remember the author that said it or where the quote came from, but it says it's a time to sow and it's a time to reap.
Yeah.
But you can't do both at the same time. Like, I understand all that stuff I did early on, And now when I wake up, I'm like, it exists, but I can't keep hammering at like what I don't want. I want to just create more stuff for what when I got a lot of great peers, friends. It's so many dope gyms in LA. I want to nurture the people and the people and communities that accepted me and that brought me in. That's why I'm very loyal to art. I'm very loyal to art. I have the ties I have with the self-made family and goals. I don't go to any of those other gyms. Like I visited some, and some of those people, they open the doors for me and whatnot. But I'm not gonna do any events at their space. Because
I'll say it later, maybe off camera. But I understand what you're talking about loyalty, because so many things happen behind, and I'll say it afterwards. But when you get approached, it's like no, and that ran things through art. Like, hey, I know this been approached, this, not going, and he'll tell me his truth. That's okay, good, man. Because there's been a huge blessing after meeting art.
Yeah.
And
I don't, man. Like, what else? What else? I'm a lock in this spot and just push, and we gonna make it happen. I can hop around and see like it's different gyms, it's closer ones, but like he allowed me to do something I couldn't do, and he poured into me. So what else? What am I looking for? It's hard to. We're only gonna like be here for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, that's right.
It's hard to find decent people. It's just hard.
Very, very hard. Very difficult.
Out of all these millions and millions of people on earth, to find people that rock with you, understand, willing to work with you, that's.
Somebody asked me the other day. They asked me a very personal question about giving, and I answered. I said the reason why I'm like this is because the growing up with the lack of not having.
Yeah.
And so I want to pour onto others because I don't want anyone else to feel what I lack growing up. But when you believe in giving, you're blessed tenfold.
Yeah.
And don't expect. No, I'm a big believer. God's grace always blessed me in so many aspects in life. I'm like, I know that's just you, God.
Yeah.
And that's something I think you're talking about. The loyalty to just giving, pouring into others.
It's kind of like the same. Like back home, I helped start a car club, which we tried to copy off of a car club here. There was their name was Street Riders, SR Street Riders. I think they're up in the Bay. So we were trying to copy them. I studied. I was on YouTube and doing everything. So we all had Camaros and Trans Ams. So we all had Camaros and Trans Ams, and the same method that I used then, by bringing all these people together, and we can just make this big thing happen, is the same thing that I understand about here. By bringing people with the same,
together.
We all come together. We have bigger ideas. The reach becomes more, and the support and the
opportunity,
love,
the love,
all of it. It's endless.
Because it's like-minded as well.
Yeah.
It's like-minded. Where are you going to?
Where am I going?
Where are you going to? Where are you traveling to?
Can we talk about it? I don't think.
Oh yeah, I can't tell you. But I'm traveling to France.
All right, that's all. Cut.
He's working on something.
Yeah.
Big things.
Big things, big moves. For the first time you're leaving the country.
Never been out of the country. I didn't have. Right today, as we're filming this, 1 week ago, I didn't have a passport. It didn't even look like I was gonna get it. That same belief and mindset. I was back home, and I was like, this might not happen, but I'm okay. I said I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna work out about 2 times a day.
Yep.
I'm gonna read my books. I'm gonna do my stories to uplift people on the thing, to keep doing the same thing. And before you know it, stuff started to move. It just started to move. One thing one of my friends had told me, he said that when we're going through something, you can be mad about it, or you can accept it and take that energy and direct it somewhere to create something else.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can be upset and mad, pissed off.
And do nothing.
And you're gonna attract more of that
right.
energy. I didn't get mad now. Dude, like the story behind that, I'd rather not talk about that. It was a lot. And it took me like a day or two to process it because I couldn't believe it because like I've tried to do so much, like I'm that, what do you call it? Like I like giving and trying to help.
Yeah.
And with this situation, like I did a lot of that, and for it not to be like reciprocated, I'm like, dang.
Did you, when you get that news or that, whatever the news was, right?
Yeah.
Did it stump you for a bit? Meaning like you had to take that in, rethink about it. Like, is this true? Did you go through those motions?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I had to process like for like a day.
You know I'm talking something, but no, I'll tell you after. But something similar happened to me on Monday.
Uh-huh.
I had to sit on my screen. I had to reread it, and I'm dead. Send it to my wife.
Uh-huh.
Send it to my mom, to my sisters, and then the third person was this gentleman right here next to me.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just yesterday. We're sitting in the bath, and then I'm like, I can't believe it because I think that's something you and I have in common. I know we have that in common as three. I just love to give.
Yeah.
Just give.
I just love to give. I'm a big believer. God's gonna grace me somewhere down the line because I know that the more you give, the more you shall receive. You gotta ask. You gotta knock.
That's one thing that makes me a decent coach, I would say, is because I like to do, like, if I can help someone I like helping people figure stuff out. I have an obsession.
When did you know that purpose? I have to ask you that question.
After my coach, he had a talk with me. He told me, dude, you have an obsession with it. Why are you not doing more with it with your business? Because I had a few clients.
When was this?
This was about 3.5 years ago.
Got it.
So you were already in LA?
Yeah, I was already in LA. So my coach told me, he said that you have an obsession with acquiring this knowledge and just talking about it. And you should be doing this for other people. Like you if you're that passionate about it, why aren't you promoting it more? And because I just like, if I can just help people figure a thing out, it gives me joy. I just like I like helping solve problems.
Yeah. I very similar. I mean, there's a passion behind giving. I know when I figured mine out. Ever since I can remember, like, I'm not lying to you, since I can remember opening my eyes, I think I must have been 3 or 4. There, and you hear me talk, you know the stories. A good friend of mine, it's like my brother, he's in a wheelchair. He's never walked. So growing up was always giving.
Yeah.
Giving, pushing him around. He's in a wheelchair. And that's just me. And again, everybody has a different upbringing. I always say everybody has a crying story. But I think to me, because of where I was raised at with him, I'm always trying to help other people out.
Yeah.
Because I'm always saying, you know what? The lack of me growing up, I don't want anyone else to go through that. And if I could pour onto you, I am.
That's your identity.
That's my purpose. And this is what I always say every day. If I could impact someone's life on a daily basis, that's my purpose for the day.
Yeah.
And I'll go to sleep very comfortably.
That's what I ask for as soon as I wake up. Like, use me to help. And I don't like saying it's crazy. It's amazing that when people reach me about books or podcasts or supplements or all these different things, I have something to give
Yeah.
strangers. Like I have something for them. I used to be that kid or the guy at the gym or the guy at work. I always ask a lot of questions. I ask a lot of questions. I ask a lot of like, how does that happen? How do you do that? How do you do this? How do you get over it? Like, just so much.
Trying to figure it out.
Yeah, because I like to have those things because I know somebody's gonna ask me, and I want to have it for
You wanna
them.
be a
I
person
don't,
of
I don't
research.
want them to go nowhere else.
There's that
to ask me.
curiosity to learn, and then to be able to then share.
Yeah,
Jeez.
That's powerful.
That's deep.
That's deep.
That's very deep.
Because there's other people that would do the asking, and then they'll just keep it to themselves. They'll hoard it And because they have a scarce mentality because they're too fearful that they're gonna take it away, or they're gonna take my idea, or they're gonna outgrow me. Like in so many different ways.
That's a poor mindset.
It's a limited, poor mindset. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
amongst a lot of the peers that I made friends with upon being here, when I kind of like went up with social media,
That's a good.
they would come to me and ask me questions. I would spend hours or days reviewing and looking at their platform. Hey, do this, move that around,
analytics.
do that. Yeah, I was just like, hey, post this, say that, put that right there, do that. The ones that listen, they're the ones that didn't, they just weren't ready. They just weren't ready. I understand some people they're not ready.
when the student's ready, the teacher's available.
Yeah.
There's an old saying for that.
And like my good friend Sydney that I spoke about, when we like first met, she was filming like a YouTube thing. She was trying to get into like content, YouTube. She got around me. We just exploded like content, putting it out. And I planted a bug in her or something like that, because from that point on, now she has all these big brand deals. She took the time we spent filming and working and shooting, and went from there. And she's doing, like, as far as content, she's running laps around me now. Like, her stuff is like, it's almost like a like you can go on Netflix and just everything is perfect to the T. And I'm so like proud of her for listening and doing it, because it made her career just go through the roof.
Wow. Walking with purpose.
Yeah.
And impacting others. I'm a big believer in that. Huge believer in that. I was just asking right now when I saw him walk up, and we were talking about Jordan.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, man, I'm a huge Lakers fan. Jordan broke my heart with 91. Damn Jordan, but I'm a huge Jordan fan. Share that story you were telling me, the 96 finals.
The 96
I thought that was, he had me rolling in the back.
Like, back home, it was storming. I was a little boy. It was storming. We had the TV that we had to change it with like the vice grips, and it had like a clothes hanger off so it could. Yeah. This was way back then, and so Jordan did the cross. He went up for the shot. Lightning. It felt like it hit the ground. Lights went out. It was black.
When Jordan,
He made it, but when the lights came back on, the Bulls had won the championship. But I didn't see the shot go in.
You just saw him shoot it.
Yeah, he went up
go
for
over the air.
Yep. and it blanked out right there. Yeah.
I went to Chicago 3 years ago. I had to go visit the trophy.
The trophy.
Oh, I had to.
The statue.
The statue. Sorry,
Yeah.
the statue.
Yeah. It's big.
You haven't been? Oh,
No.
you have to. Yeah, when I just stood there for a minute, like, damn,
Actually,
MJ.
planning to do. Have you did the High Rocks yet?
No, not yet.
Any thought? What? You?
I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm. Like when he said Chicago, they have one in Chicago and Dallas.
Okay.
At the end of Anaheim, Chicago, Dallas.
Okay.
The end of the year, I'm gonna do Anaheim.
Yeah.
And then
Anaheim, what date is it?
it's like December 16, I believe. Yeah, and I'm trying to build a group of us to like go all do it
Okay.
together. Yeah, I wanna
Let me
do
know.
it.
Put me in that group.
I want to do it.
Might do it.
It's a challenge. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, Chi-Town, I want to go back.
They said that place is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Windy City.
I went to experience a Cubs game I had to go rap in my Dodgers. So, oh, you're from LA, you got to come and rub it in. I'm like, why not?
Hey.
But they were so welcoming.
Yeah.
So welcoming. They didn't.
They said that place is really, really nice.
Oh, it's nice.
I didn't know it was that nice.
No, it's nice. Chicago's nice. I have to ask you, so are you a Kobe fan or a Jordan fan? Or are you a fan overall with the NBA? Since I know I see you got the 93 NBA Finals hat.
I like,
Or do you have a specific player that you like?
well, most of the things that I like is for specific reasons, the mindset of that person.
Got it.
I like the work ethic and the mindset of both of those guys, because they're like kind of like clones, but it's so much that I understand and can relate to when it comes to like those dudes. Them as like the teams themselves, I could like kind of care less about the teams.
It's just them.
I like them. You know, I don't. That's why like I wouldn't have a conversation about like the Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know his get down. I don't know. Like, as far as those guys, the books, the stories, his thing isn't fully done yet. So when he's finished, maybe we'll have all those stories.
I was just listening to Kobe's. Somebody put together on YouTube on the crazy stories on. He walks over like, you guys left me too much time. I think it was not even a second.
Mm-hmm.
He scores the winning shot, looks over, winks at the team. Savage.
Yeah.
Savage. I got to go when Kobe announced his retirement game.
You did?
I'm in downtown LA.
Yeah. That must have been crazy.
No, so this is the crazy part. We literally drove by the Staples Center, and I tell Steph, we should go watch the Lakers. It was Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
She said, nah, I don't know. I said, I think he's gonna retire, man. I think the Lakers only had like maybe 12 wins that season. I mean, the time that he announced it, because they had a bad season. I go on StubHub, one of those, and I'm getting the tickets behind the court. Maybe 12 or 14 rows up, $45.
What?
Bottom, 2 tickets. I go to East Los to. You been to East Los? East LA?
It's at Boyle Heights.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know if I was there unless I look on the GPS. I know that from Grand Theft Auto.
I gotta take you there. We gotta take you to get some seafood. You like seafood?
Yeah, love it.
Oh, you gotta take it. And so I'm there, and I go on Facebook. He announces his retirement.
Yeah.
I'm like, buy tickets. I go back, and I had just refreshed.
Mm-hmm.
My tickets are in my email.
$45.
Those same tickets, an hour later, were now going for about $300 or $400. I book my ass, go to the Staples Center, and they give me a letter.
Yeah.
And that's the letter that
Retirement letter?
talk about Dear Basketball.
Yeah.
They gave that out to the fans that day. So obviously my wife now, we kept the letter, went to his last game, scored 60, and then I went to his when they retired his jersey.
With 2019, so again, my life is a movie. Upon moving to LA, supplement company reached out to me. All this is gonna tie in with Kobe. Supplement company reached out to me and they said, we would love to have you at the LA Fit Expo. I've never been out of Mississippi. The LA Fit Expo was that weekend. I think I made it here January, maybe 21st, 22nd, 2019.
Okay.
That's when Kobe passed.
No, it's 2020.
Well, 2020, yeah, 2020.
Yeah.
2020. So,
Right.
okay,
Yeah, it was in January.
yes. So, when I was at the expo, and
That Sunday?
yeah,
Okay.
I was at the expo, and we were setting up at the booth, and people would just start coming in crying. And then my cousin called me, and then that's when I got the news, and my heart dropped, cause it's just, I was like,
Surreal.
yeah, I'm like, That's
Fake news.
yeah, that's fake. Cause it's some people, like with Prince, it was the same way.
Yeah.
Like, I cried when Prince died. Like I knew the guy because growing up, my mom listened to Prince 24 hours a day. She named me after Prince, his character in Under the Cherry Moon. Kristopher, yeah, his name was Kristopher Tracy. So when it comes to like Kobe, watching all his stuff, reading, like just dissecting everything about him. When it happened, I'm like, oh, it's not real. Then when I found that it was real, it's like, yeah, it got cold. I'm like dang. Because it's like some people you just like, no, they're gonna live to their 900 years old.
I remember we went up hiking.
Yeah.
Hollywood sign. We heard the chopper. We didn't know about this, by the way.
Yeah.
I knew it was a chopper a week later when they showed the route. He was actually flying around Burbank Park.
He was
flying around Burbank because they wouldn't let him go, and then they gave him the okay to fly it. If you read into it, he was flying around for about 5-10 minutes. I must have heard the last because we heard a chopper because I was in Griffith Park in Burbank.
Oh, the hike.
Yeah. And we heard it like loud.
Yeah.
I went like this. A good friend of mine, he won't let me lie because we both like this. It was so foggy that day, and there's no reception up there because you're hiking. And then I just get one message: Kobe's dead. What do you mean? I couldn't get a reception until we got to the observatory, and that's when I started.
Yeah.
And I grew up with Kobe.
Yeah.
Jordan and Kobe, and so. Those are like, I just live forever.
Yeah.
I mean, literally this morning I was just listening to his message. We got married on Kobe Day.
Really?
8/24.
8/24.
August 24th. So, man, we've been going at it for quite a while.
It's crazy. Before, like, I was going to wear the 8 jersey. I don't know why I swapped to it. I don't know. I had
You
it
don't
on.
get in anything. Don't worry about it.
I had it on and I took it off.
Yeah. I have to ask you this question. When are you guys going to link up to make the event again?
We haven't talked because he's been working on his project.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so that took priority for the most part. I mean, anytime in the past, because he has an amazing team.
Why?
To do those type of events, he brings in
You
not
fill
only
up this house, man.
only amazing talent when it comes to the athletes, the vendors, but then his own team that coordinate the event.
Yeah.
The graphic designers, the marketing
Oh
behind
yeah,
it.
we got it down to a science.
I mean, we're talking months prior to talk about the theme because each event has its own theme.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
shit.
last one was earned, not given.
Yeah.
And we talked about how it's not luck. Everything that you do, it's earned. So, you got to earn that shit every single day. You got to pay your dues every single day.
That's right.
Yeah.
But for right now, we kind of put it to a pause because of the project
Of
that
course.
he's working
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
That took priority. And so I haven't put too much pressure on him because I know he's doing big things. But as soon as he's done with this project,
they're DMing now.
Yeah.
Like this whole week, people been asking. Yeah, because they're used to the. It's like at these certain times, they're just used to it now.
And I still remember the conversation we had. We were like, look, we don't know. Because at one point we were like, should we charge? Should we monetize it? Like, what can we do? And I remember we kind of both looked at each other like, you know what? Nah, let's not even do it for the money. Because I mean, you go anywhere, like the LA Fit Expo, remember we went?
Yeah.
They charge you to set up, they charge you fees, they'll charge you a percentage of whatever you sell, all these things, right? And we looked at each other and we're like, nah, like, let this grow. Like, let this grow up to something beautiful.
Damn. I love that.
And it's been awesome to work with him and his team every single time. And it gets bigger and bigger every single time.
Dude.
What's your take on the expansion?
Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Have you walked over there?
Not yet, not
No.
yet. We'll walk right now.
We'll walk over there.
I can't wait so we can pack out this side and that side. Yeah.
So
So when I first interviewed him, literally a year ago, they started telling me the vision.
Yeah.
Okay, mind you, it's an empty gym when I came in. When I see now the momentum, the madhouse, and then I've seen art grow. I mean, I've seen this gym grow. Yesterday, it was a madhouse. And I'm like, dude, you keep this up, you're not gonna fit in this facility.
No,
but I'm
not.
glad that the expansion came through. Man, imagine you filling up.
Oh,
yeah, we're gonna pack it
he
out.
is.
It's gonna be people coming from. I always market it to people that are outside of California because I give them a reason to come here. I actually want to like have the event and then like a after event thing to give the people a more incentive other than just the workout part, but to actually enjoy California. Because a lot of people come from far away, a lot.
Oh.
They come from very far
Yeah.
to come to these things, yeah.
Some of the athletes that I've met, I mean,
So they've never,
fly
they don't
in.
know LA.
No. And when they come here,
They're asking. Like,
yeah,
what's next?
they're like, some like when they come, they try to figure. They plan their day around this. So I would like to give them some
Like an
type of
itinerary.
route type thing.
Yeah.
Something. Yes.
All right.
That almost happened at the last one. It was almost like the Madhouse thing, and then after rooftop situation down in Venice. Yeah. So
Nice.
a lot of relationships I've built since I've been here.
You know, it'd be nice, and you know me and my crazy ideas.
Those ideas.
Do the event, take everybody to do a photo shoot in downtown LA where we did the photo shoot with your motorcycle.
That'd be dope.
Where is that?
Right in downtown, then it's like
Right.
a little, it's
Right
almost
on-
like a hidden spot.
Close to 3rd Street, Art District.
Okay.
It's, I don't know if there's a picture, I don't know if you can put it up on your phone. It's like, it's pretty famous. They do a lot of commercials out there.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be sick, because everybody and their moms, like, they love to go to that spot and take a picture. But if you bring the
Underneath
crew,
the 6th Bridge or on top?
no, it's like,
It's on the bridge.
no, not the bridge. I'm talking about the one in downtown LA.
Oh, gotcha.
There's another.
Oh, you're right. That'd be
I
pretty
love
sick.
photography. That's why. There's a picture he posted, and I know he got a lot of, because he was telling me, let's take some pictures. I'm like, bro, you have to take a picture in this part of LA. It's very industrial. It goes with who you are. But I've seen people take pictures as a group,
And
and
it just goes crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
oh,
Okay. That's,
believe me, I love to help. I grew up in LA, dude.
there's some.
I
There's
literally
Yeah,
grew
all
up
the
down the
spots in
street
LA.
from the Staples Center, so it didn't look like that back in the days. But but we got to get you to get some good tacos.
Yeah.
So let's go back. No, we got some minutes left. What was your first experience? Oh, that right there,
the Disney Hall.
Yeah.
underneath.
Yeah.
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
What was your first experience eating tacos?
What's your favorite? Taco al pastor or tacos de asada?
I think it's carne asada.
You like asada?
Yeah, and I haven't, to be honest, I had them like once, but I don't know if that was like from like the best spot. Or so, I don't know. It's the street ones, right?
Chris.
Yeah.
The street
I
ones,
think we
right?
might have to just walk outside.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're
I
going to
think
walk outside.
We're about to walk right outside, bro. We got you.
Yeah,
We got you.
So wait, have you tried horchata?
that's the coffee, right? No,
No.
those little drinks with the red stuff.
Yeah.
No, I'm always, I don't know what it is, and I'm always scared
Chris.
it's spicy.
No, it's not spicy.
It's not spicy.
No.
When I look and see those, like I'm like,
No,
it's too
no.
spicy.
No. I got you, Chris. I got you, man.
Horchata.
Horchata.
But
Horchata.
it's also like a coffee, right?
No.
What's the coffee one?
I'm not
Café
sure.
café de...
Café de olla. You're probably talking about
Café de
something
olla?
else.
It's like an H word.
Horchata.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not coffee. We got
You got you.
you, Chris. We got you.
Taco Bell don't count.
No, that doesn't count. I mean, if you would have said King Taco, maybe, but no.
King Taco.
That's more authentic.
No, King Taco. Yeah, I know it's up there. When it comes to the,
Yeah, but you gotta go to the streets though. You gotta hit the streets.
we gotta hit the streets. We gotta
Have
get
you-
towards the
oh no,
streets.
but yeah, you've never been outside the country. So I was gonna say, have you ever been to TJ or
Wait, you haven't even gone to TJ?
No, I haven't been out of the country.
Oh.
This is the first time.
we're gonna take
Well,
it
don't
to-
worry. Yeah, so going to Mexico, just go to East LA. You want the same thing, bro.
Let's say it's a
That's
2-hour
Mexico?
drive.
I can talk shit. I'm born in Mexico. I don't care, bro. I'm a border brother. So I gotta end it with this. We gotta do some rapid fire. I'll shoot him
Last time,
You think about a question. I do this with everyone. Rapid fire, right?
Okay.
Anything that comes off the top of your head. Real quick. I know you mentioned once, so I can't ask you that. But best rapper.
Lil Wayne.
Lil
Wayne?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
favorite bodybuilder.
Man, that's my favorite one. Most people would say like Ronnie Coleman. I like running Coleman. Okay. Yeah. His mentality. That's what I like the most. Not just his aesthetics and how big and strong he was, his process of how he got to that point. That's what I like the most.
Got it. I always ask this question. If you could meet someone, famous, family member, anyone you could, past, present, anyone else, who would that person be and what would you ask them?
If I could meet them?
You could meet them and what would you ask them?
When would I meet them?
You could go back in time. It could be a family member. It could be anyone famous, somebody anyone.
Man, it's a lot of.
I usually get some people I'll stump them.
I got so many questions, man. Like.
All right, who would that be though?
Let me see. Off the top of Prince.
Prince.
Yeah.
So, my sister's godparents. That was his cousin.
For real?
Yeah. That was his cousin. I didn't know that until they like low key just mentioned him. Like, why would you ever mention this to me?
Yeah.
Because Prince and MJ, Michael Jackson and Prince. Oh, have you seen that clip where it's Michael Jackson, Prince, and
James Brown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I seen that.
Man.
That clip.
Those people don't understand what they witnessed that day.
Yeah.
That's so powerful.
Not a question, just Chris, wishing you the best on your next project. I'm excited to see the final result. And then once that's over, we got to get back to work, baby.
Yeah. Hey, thank you for investing the time. I learned a lot about you. As what we like to say, you're a local legend. So we got to present this to you. Local legend.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
I think you're not even a local legend. You're just a legend overall. So little token of appreciation from me, from the crew back here, from Local Legends, and from Art.
Right now, because I'm traveling Saturday, my apartment is wrecked. I got so many things to put together, blah, 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 blah. But I told you, the loyalty. I was not going to turn him down and let him down with this whole setup. I'll sleep on the plane. I'll pack what I can. But this is very important because just say, for instance, that don't work out. I still got him. And what the doors that he's opened, I'm pretty sure me being selected to do what I'm doing, it came from something I've done here or one of these places where I invested the time and the energy.
Yeah.
So.
And this whole podcast came from the last event that we did. Your idea. It was like, hey, you know what? How cool would it be if next time you're having the event, we set up, and then it's just organic. People are just coming in. They're telling their story, why they're here, how they met Chris, what impact he's had. And so we're going to do that next time we do the event.
You have to run it back. Sydney?
Sydney's going to be on it.
Sydney, you got to be on it.
You have to be on it.
Now I want to meet you.
Yeah.
Hey, man, declaring you nothing but success. Blessings going your way for you and your family.
Yes, sir.
And many more doors to open.
Yes, sir.
So, Chris, Local Legend, baby.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Hey, Chris, always a pleasure, brother.
It's a wrap.